This title is narrated with virtual voice, computer-generated narration for audiobooks. How to Read Music by Trevor Beck. Introduction. Does sheet music scare you? Have you tried learning how to read music before but failed? Are you having a hard time understanding how it works? If your answer to at least one of the previous questions is yes, then this book is definitely for you. Reading music isn't that difficult. Actually, it's easier than you ever thought. It's really simple, and the way we will go through every aspect of basic theory will make it even simpler. This book will guide you through a step-by-step process to a fast and steady development until you are able to sight-read every piece of music given. So, let's begin. There are 3 elements we will need to keep track of when looking at a score. Pitch. It's a property of sounds that allows their ordering according to their frequencies. More commonly, it's what enables us to describe sounds as high or low. In music, this height scale is depicted on the staff. The higher we move between the lines, a higher note is produced, with a higher frequency. Time. We'll need to take into account the rhythm, the duration of every note, or even the rests to reproduce a score correctly. Symbols. The symbols that recur in a score can indicate certain types of repetition or omission of a part, or can signalize a different technique's use, depending on the instrument it's written for. In the following part, we will examine all these elements one by one and slowly put them together to paint gradually the image of music reading. I want you to spend enough time to fully comprehend every new meaning and method introduced in this book. The immediate results will surprise you. We'll follow a plan that's a little unorthodox. It's divided in 2 big branches, and then every branch follows a step-by-step process to accomplish its teaching goal. These branches are understanding reading and understanding music. In the beginning, we'll talk about the notes and the basic rhythms that will help you deal with some scores at an embryonic stage. Then, we'll dig deeper in the music theory by analyzing its different sides and by noting a progressive understanding to every weird symbol and the reason why these crazy musicians use it. But before continuing to the next part, I'd like to introduce you to the music staff. The staff is where music is notated, and it consists of 5 lines and 4 spaces. It's fundamental to know the numbering of the lines and spaces before moving on to get to know the music pitch. Understanding reading. Understanding reading is about being able to simply reproduce the content of a score. It will be divided into 3 plain and clear steps that will initiate you to the world of written music. Step 1. Pitch. What do the clefs do? The range of the available pitches is pretty wide, and it's entirely visible on the piano. All the 88 notes can be seen in the following image. The question is, how can this slew of notes fit in 5 lines? This is what the clefs are for. Everybody has heard of the treble clef at least once in their life. That strange symbol limits the range that can be written on the staff. Now, instead of having 88 notes available, there are only 16. Seems fair. But because the composer can't be constrained to use only 16 notes, we can add a few below and above the staff as showed in this picture. The treble clef, however, there are more clefs than just the treble one. Actually, there are 3 models of clefs. We can categorize them to those of G, those of F, and those of C. Each of these models could be adjusted according to the needs of the melody, but for facility reasons, the treble clef, G clef, the bass clef, F clef, the alto and the tenor clefs, C clefs, have prevailed. So, let's see how these work. We'll start from the example of the treble clef. The treble clef belongs to the G family. So what is that supposed to mean? It means that the note G is positioned on the line the treble indicates at. Pretty simple, right?
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.